Hello, hello. Happy hump day. That's right. How's the week going, everybody? We're coming on today with a sister, Shelbi, to come and share her magic with us. So she's popping in right now. Let's see. Boom, baby. Here she is. Hello,
Hi,
hello.
friends.
How's
How
it
you guys doing
going?
today? Oh, I'm
What's
good. How about
happening?
you guys?
Doing good.
Good. Yeah, we're
You're,
getting some beautiful snow over where we're at today. I don't know if you can see it.
hey,
Yeah,
you're in Colorado, in the
we
mountains of Colorado.
are.
Yeah.
We are,
I
yeah.
had a
How are things your way?
Good. I had a dream about being in Colorado last night, actually.
Oh,
Um,
might be a sign to
we love.
come visit me.
I know. We love Colorado, both of us. So we
Nice,
love to
nice.
come out. But yeah, we're in Squamish, British Columbia. So, I mean, outside of our window right now is some pretty giant granite and a bunch of mountains with snow too. So we're about like 30 minutes, 45 minutes from Whistler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool, cool. And are you guys like in the midst of transitioning? Is this a temporary location or?
Yeah, I mean, we live nomadically, so we're
Mhm.
kind of bopping around from, I mean, week to week, kind of, but we're here just for this week, and then we're doing another house sit. So basically, we're traveling around and doing
Cool.
house sitting in between all of our travels.
Awesome, awesome. How long have you guys been doing that?
Pretty much together since late last
Uh-huh.
year. I think it was October where we started
We
together.
met in October, and then pretty much have been together physically ever since, other than my quick trip to Costa Rica for a month, and then I came and flew to him in Toronto, where he's from, and then we flew to Cali, where I'm from, in January, and have been on the road together ever since.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I
we
know
were down,
my, go
I'll
ahead.
just add, we were down in Texas at the beginning of our journey this year and kind of meandered our way up through the States and then came back to Canada in June.
Hmm.
Spent a lot of time on Vancouver Island and then coming back to the mainland here. And
Nice.
then we head into Mexico at
Oh,
the end of this
cool.
Winter,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. That sounds exciting. Yeah, really similar to mine and my husband's story too. As soon as we met, we were just like
Right on.
inseparable.
And how long, yeah, I'd love to hear your story, and I wish he could be on here too.
I
What's your
know.
husband's name again?
His name is
Will.
Will. He's out putting it on everybody today for the holidays, giving body work. So, but he
Nice.
says hi. Yeah, we've been together for 10 years and it was pretty electric when we met. It was love at first sight. And I'm a big romantic, so I love talking about love. But we just have this need for interaction and as soon as we met, we were like, "You want to elevate? Elevate your life with me?" And it's just been one really beautiful transition after the next. And much like you, always have been nomadic ourselves. So we actually started our story, we actually began in a stagnant location. We had an independent AAA insurance agency.
Okay.
And every weekend, we were always like, couldn't wait to get out of the office.
Yeah.
And we're always traveling, always camping. And one day I was like getting really excited about this like idea of living in a tiny home. And where I was primarily raised was Tennessee, and just the area that I was in, I had never even like I know this sounds crazy, but like heard of RVing or like seen it just wasn't a thing in that area.
Yeah.
So he was like, "You want to look at RVs?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so that was pretty much it. We looked at one camper and we've been in it ever since.
Dang.
Yeah, and it's been really nice because it's allowed us to take our businesses with us wherever we go. So it's been pretty magical.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's so rad.
Yeah.
So you first started in the RV when? Starting when?
2015.
Holy,
Um, and
10,
we were
10
in
years.
Wyoming at the time. So
you've been in that thing 9 years?
yeah, yeah, we have.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
And is it
And
like a motorhome or are you towing it?
it's a pull behind. If you guys can see, this is just kind of it. There's our all of our Purium on the wall.
Nice. Hey, look at
And
that
there's our bedroom
organization.
back there, and our bathroom is over there, and our kitchen area.
Okay.
So this
And
is
you guys,
it.
and you have kids too, yeah?
Just the one.
Just
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we have a little 4-year-old,
Oh,
and he's out building a snowman in the front
oh,
yard right now.
oh.
Nice.
So yeah, it's been really nice. We actually didn't even look at more than one camper. We looked at this one and we were like, let's do it.
It's
So
and where
yeah.
where have you primarily had like been stationed with it, or has it changed a
Well,
bunch?
it's changed a number of times. We started in Wyoming. That's where our insurance agency was, and that was an adventure itself because the winters there are like really brutal,
Okay.
and there's a lot of, things, special things you have to do to insulate a camper for the winter. Yeah, I mean, there was a number of times where we got locked out of the camper, 8 feet of snow, frozen hair, like all the things, but it was fun. And that was when, actually, that was around the time we started to transition out of our insurance
Mhm.
agency and into our premium mobile massage service, which, feeds into traveling, taking our business with us wherever we go. And that started because we got a couples massage, actually here in Ridgeway at Orvis Hot Springs. And it was on our honeymoon. And I looked at him and I was like, babe, this is such a magical career. This is what I want to do for a living. So we went back to Wyoming, sold our agency, turned around, and then we moved to Arizona and went to Sedona School of Massage. And
Okay.
that's where our business was born. And
Hmm.
COVID-19 was actually the start of the mobile side of it. So we started in the stagnant location. And then when COVID hit, people were like requesting for us to come to their residence, their Airbnbs, bed and breakfast, resort. And we're like, whoa, there's really a demand for this. So we moved out of the location and really polished the on site massage services, bringing a spa like experience to them. And realized with the RV and the mobile massage service, we could actually pick up and go anytime we wanted. So we stayed there for a number of years, and then we were in Washington for a time. We were in Idaho for a moment. We went back to Arizona, explored some other cities there, and I feel like I'm missing a few states. But our turnaround time is always about 1 or 2 years until we got here. So, long story short, the very place, the hot springs that inspired us to become massage therapists, we now manage the massage program there, and we do, mobile massage in this area. And we're pretty happy here, but we can still pick up and go anytime. So it's pretty cool.
Amazing.
Long
Yeah,
story
well,
short.
no, I love that. I love the whole mobile thing because that really resonates with us, being able to live life on the road and do
hmm
business wherever we go. And
hmm
so, yeah, I feel like so many people are looking for an alternative way to be able to live, rent being so high, and being
It's
like, yo, we can
true.
go and see the world and travel and
Yeah.
experience life and still be able to support ourselves financially.
hmm
And so, yeah, that's what I'd love to just chat a little bit more about is
Sure.
we connected through this incredible business opportunity and health opportunity. And I'd love to hear more about like your story connecting into this partnership and how it's integrated into what you guys are already doing, like
hmm
on the road, and how it's amplified things, and just the magic of being able to do this kind of business anywhere and anytime at all, and how it's really like supported you and your family and your
Yeah.
goals and your dreams and your visions. And I know that's always still evolving and shifting and manifesting. And yeah, it's a beautiful journey. But if you just want to give a little
I'd
background.
love to, and I'm sure, honestly, I think I can already tell our life paths are very similar in our approach to life. So it's really cool to connect with you both, especially along this platform of just elevating the collective consciousness first and foremost. Like by raising our own vibration and giving people an opportunity to raise theirs. I think that's the most synergistic thing we can offer. And one thing, actually, the thing that brought Purium into our world is we, as massage practitioners, are always looking for ways to elevate our clients. and noticed a big theme of our clients not supporting themselves in between sessions. And I don't know if you guys get body work or if you've ever had a professional massage, but a lot of times, sharing suggestions and observations and let's make sure you do this when you get home and don't do this anymore and things like that. Suggestions, they really only go so far. And the same, even our regular clients, we're coming in with the same chronic adhesions, fatigue of the body, inflammation, and, most of the time, and there's those select few who are like, I'm ready to take on all the suggestions, but most of the time they go back home to the same habitual holding postures, patterns, eating habits, all the things. And as massage therapists, we work directly with your immune system, which starts in the gut. And so offering nutrition advice is something we've always done. And when Purium was introduced to us, it was like a no-brainer. So I spent a lot of time, I spent about 2 months actually deeply investigating the company, the movement, the products, all the benefits, all the ingredients. And I was like, wow, this is incredible. And now we can actually give our clients something to take home with them. And then I can be involved with them every step of the way, which I really care about. So for us, that was really how the nutrition became a service option. And since then, from a health and wellness perspective, the benefits that our clients are coming in with are just off the charts. They have a healthy anti-inflammatory response. So the benefits of massage are lasting longer. Their blood panels are coming in amazing. Doctors are reaching out saying, what the heck is going on with this person? And we're collaborating with doctors and helping them elevate their patients' health. And lots of really beautiful collaborations coming from simply giving people the tools to support themselves thoroughly and deeply. And so that's been really, really rewarding. And we care so much about like making sure that everything we offer to our community by supporting, a local business, you're also supporting yourself. We really care about that symbiotic relationship of making sure it's equally yoked in that way. Really, really high intentional services mean a lot to us. So, and from a business perspective, I mean, first starting with the premium mobile massage service, we have been able to pick up anytime our hearts felt like it, take the RV and take our practice with us, and just start over. And now we have the additional income stream with the nutrition business, which, as you know, allows us to work remotely and take your business with you wherever you want to go. And so that allows just a few key benefits of location independence and travel opportunities and even like cost of living advantages. I know, for some nomads, like you can choose to live in a place that has a lower cost of living and potentially give yourself even more, like maximize your income more. And then, most importantly, work-life balance. So it's allowed us to do that. And then, of course, working towards more time freedom. So while we will always be in the business of helping other people, we do have aspirations for ourselves to, beyond living a life we don't have to retire from, ultimately retire eventually and still have an income coming in. So we're starting to offset some of our massage days with our nutrition business. And instead of like, having to quit doing anything entirely, we are still generating revenue and we're still involved, but we're getting more family time. So it's been a really beautiful balance to integrate.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. It's just like such a perfect compliment, really, to anyone that's in the holistic health realm, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
body work or being a naturopathic doctor
Mm-hmm.
or anything, really anything, like anyone,
Mm-hmm.
any movement practitioner, like what we have. I mean, every human being eats
Mm-hmm.
food, and it's such a beautiful entry point to their journey, to their healing journey and optimization. And what we have is really unlike anything out there. Like I was a
It's
skeptic
true.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at first I was like, I don't know about this. And then I did my deep dive and I finally did the 30-day for myself after a year or so of my best friend like consuming these protocols. And then
Uh-huh.
I did a 30-day and I was like, wow, like I completely just all my chronic digestive issues just faded
Nice. That's
away.
amazing.
And yeah, and it was during COVID too that I was
Mm-hmm.
able to like see another way because I got laid off from my unwellness wellness job. I like to say. I
Hmm.
was working at a wellness center, but not doing so great in my own health. And yeah, it was really such a beautiful timing for me to see another opportunity because I ultimately just couldn't work for other people. I was queen at getting jobs and quitting them, and none of
Yeah,
it
yeah,
felt in
not built for the
alignment.
9 to 5er.
Yeah, exactly.
Hmm.
And so I was like, oh, there's an alternative way that I can do this. And with my background in nutrition, this company really just checked every single one of the boxes
Hmm.
as far as whole food, that whole philosophy, eating real food, high integrity, plastic free mission, earth stewardship,
Hmm.
the community having access to amazing other holistic health practitioners that we can receive wisdom from. Like everyone's so generous with their time and their own knowledge, even if I don't know someone, I can rely on somebody else. And I think that's so
Yeah.
beautiful because so many people end up, I've been talking to a lot of people that have spent like thousands of dollars trying to figure out their health issues, right? And we, like, when you partner with us or just even come to us for our services, we have a whole web of humans that we can support them with, like, for almost free.
Hmm.
It's pretty
It
incredible, and like that's
is.
what I've found to be super empowering for me, is like this has been the nutrition education that I always wanted, and then having tons of allies to support the mission and to support our clients, even if we're not on each other's teams. We're
Hmm.
all on team regenerate and help each other heal and come back to a state of thriving health.
Yeah, you're right. And you bring up a really good point too about obviously we all need food to survive and we all need touch to survive. And so, really compatible unions in that way. And from a small business owner perspective, one thing that has tremendously stood out to us is Will and I have always wore all the hats. And so we've always built really strong, successful businesses together. And that's a really exciting thing. We love just entrepreneurship at its core. But like there's like a cap to how much you can do when it's just the two of you. And we have
Yeah.
other therapists, but there is still a level of like quality that we want our clients to receive. And so we're not always able to find like not all food is created equal, not all body workers are created equal. So, really trying finding people that fit into the offerings we want to give people. And so since and more than just that, just how much you can even earn as a small business. So since incorporating Purium, the team aspect is so new for us. It's like incredibly refreshing.
Mm.
And we get to support people who support people who support people, and you have this network. And I always say it's the sincerest thing I've ever been a part of outside of our small mom and pop business, because even if you are reaching out like, us, what would be considered maybe different legs, we are just, the same roots of one tree. And we all have the same intention. And, the mission is what excites my spirit the most. We are, it's such a synergistic thing. We are supporting the farmers, supporting the soil supports us, we get to support people, people support the farmers, and it's just, it's
Well,
really beautiful.
yeah, well said. Well said. I mean, I come from the coaching background, and for me, I joined up in the fall of last year. I originally did the transformation in 2020 when, everybody was talking about, the COVID thing, or if you want to call it
Hmm.
that, but it was
Hmm.
all about boosting natural immunity for me, like put
Right.
that up on the radar. And it was like, I was following Troy Casey at the time, certified health nut. And, he kept talking about this green juice. And I'm like, what's this all about? And tried it for the first time. Then it kind of fell out of my radar for a bit. And then running into Brooke last year, I went in full tilt and been in the business since January. And for me, I've been an entrepreneur for the last 8 years, and um, I've tried a bunch of different companies and different things early on in my journey. Eventually, finding the coaching space was where I could shine and where I could make the biggest impact, empowering other people to live more authentically, to live more in alignment with their purpose, their mission, and then I've been doing leading men's work for the last 3 years, and I find that this business is high integrity.
Hmm.
After seeing a bunch of the different companies out there, and it just seems, it feels very, and resonates at its core, very authentic and very high integrity and very much focused on the mission and impact, and nothing like sleazy or
Mm-hmm.
gross in the mix. And
Mm-hmm.
and like you guys were talking about the community aspect, like everyone genuinely wants to support and help each other, and help people who are struggling with different ailments and health
Mm-hmm.
issues. So I've had a lot of fun on the business side of
Mm-hmm.
things, coming in, and I'm an engineer by trade. So
Oh, nice.
um, so for me, like systems and formulas, on the nutrition side has been amazing for me. I'm like, just tell me the formula of what I need to put in my body. I'm tired of going over here, over there,
Uh-huh.
like I
It's like
literally
all
have
in one
made,
place.
it's all in one place, and that's been incredible. But also for the business, I would ask Brooke these questions early on. I'm like, well, how many people do you need to impact in order to hit this rank and that
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing? And she'd be like, I don't
Dude,
know, and it
I
would
mean,
get like flustered and like, you know
the feminine flow. I'm over here just like do do
That's me
do, helping
too. And
people.
then Will's the same. He's like, how many people do you need? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just attracting the people that they're meant to
yeah.
have, and it's all gonna come. My future self is already celebrating it. It's all coming, you know?
Yeah, having the masculine come in definitely is
A
supportive in
good
that call
balance.
last night. Yeah, on the power couples. And I see you guys being such a power couple. I'm like, yo, we're ready to rise to that too. And
There's something about it, having that
yeah,
partnership.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so
It
much
evens
more
out the
fun.
energies.
yeah,
Yeah, it's been so fun because we complement each other in so many
Oh,
ways. Like Brooke
I
loves
can
to
tell.
get creative and get in the Canva and do all
Hmm.
that and make the reels and all
Oh
this
yeah.
stuff. And
Your guys' energy is so like palpable.
oh,
Yeah, it's
oh,
really cool watching you guys. And you bring up such a good point. I mean, the company, like what Purium offers is like whole life transformation. We're transforming health, wealth, and building a supportive community around people. And those three things really bring more abundance is than is able to be put into words. I mean, like for myself, I have always eaten ancestrally. I'm very passionate about primitive eating as simply as possible and mimicking the way our ancestors ate.
mhm,
So when this was introduced to me, I was like, I felt like I was already doing all the things.
mhm,
Um and yet, what do we know about health? It's a fluid state. The body always wants to elevate itself. There's no cap to how well we can be. So I was like, you mean I could be even healthier? Awesome. So it was really exciting. I didn't even know what glyphosate was. I didn't even know, because I was so deeply embedded in this ancestral way of thinking, I forgot that we live in this really poisoned day and age where even my organic produce is being tampered with. And I was
yeah,
like, whoa, what? And that just totally took me down the rabbit hole, which I enjoy going down
yeah,
because, the more awareness we have, the more conscious decisions we can make. And yeah, it's been really cool. And for myself, even as a mom, I mean, I had pretty much resigned to the idea that I was just kind of I was like, maybe this is my personality, just brain fog, the up and down energy levels, maybe a little world weary at times, whatever. And yeah, once I healed my gut, my brain was like, oh no, you are like a powerhouse and maybe not as like much of a hermit as you thought you were. And
mm,
you have more energy than you could possibly imagine. And if you would have asked me 6 months ago if I would be the person I am today, I would have said, yeah, no, I wouldn't be
oh.
participating in all these extra things. But here I am, and I'm really glad. I love giving opportunities and opportunity, so
yeah.
it's pretty magical.
Well,
Yeah.
you definitely radiate the magic in the life force. Like you come across as a very highly vital human being.
Likewise
So
for you as well.
yeah, I mean, it is next level. I never knew about glyphosate either, and I
Hmm.
studied 4 years of nutrition.
Hmm.
It's crazy. I know our company is definitely bringing that to people's
Hmm.
awareness, and we have an amazing solution for that and beyond. It just takes you down the rabbit hole of more conscious awareness so that we can start waking up to the real problems that we face on this planet and start to actually have energy, vitality, and mental clarity to start living our purpose.
Hmm.
And that's how the collective transformation, really takes place is on the individual level.
It is. It's true. It's true. The old saying, be the change you want to see in the world. And I do have a really really deep embedded part of me that I know that all is happening as it should be all the time. And yet at the same time, there is this excitement and leaning into the unknown and leaning into change and embracing fear and, what's to come, and just seeing how many people in our family like think the same way blows my mind. I mean, Will and I were always just kind of on this solo train. It was like, when are we going to meet people who are like obsessed with elevating their wellness? Like literally we love talking about it. We could talk about it till we're blue in the face.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't until we embarked on this journey with Purium that we started to actually learn new things that we didn't know before. And we have so many different backgrounds, and those backgrounds are all around health and wellness. And like you said, studying nutrition myself, I had never heard of glyphosate. So it's pretty cool. And it's really cool just knowing how intimate the owners are. They're so involved with every step of the process. And then they give us as brand partners, this is just segueing into a similar topic, but like all of the money that's spent in our movement is reinvested back into the non-GMO agricultural footprint, back into the brand partners, back into the organic farmers.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And then
Yeah,
we have an opportunity to not wear all the hats anymore.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
All the heavy lifting is done. We just get to be the
Right.
messengers. And that's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. And yeah, our company
Yeah.
they put people over profits every day.
Hmm.
They put people on the planet over profits. And
Hmm.
that's rare in this day and age when every company is just paying out the ass for marketing just to make a buck.
Yes.
And it's not an
Yeah.
integrity. It doesn't feel good. You can tell. I mean, the supplement industry is so oversaturated, so underregulated, and can be doing more harm than good.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And so that's where the education really comes in, and that's what we're here to do is to educate people,
Hmm.
because what you don't know, and then you can't make those conscious choices for yourself.
It's true. And from a business side, like when I was stepping into the business opportunity itself, I was told it's already built for you. And I was like, I do not know what you're telling me. I don't know what you mean by that. And so the day I actually like enrolled as a brand partner, I came in with folders already built for my team. I had all this like paperwork and all the things like ready and prepared to delegate to everybody. And I was thinking to myself, how am I going to do this like for like a really large team? I couldn't wrap my mind around it. And then my uplines, my sweet friends, they were like, this is great, but it's not needed. And I was like, I don't know what you're telling me, but I'm just going to trust you when you say that the blueprint's already there
Yeah.
and I can just duplicate that. And so when I say that this was like a total 180 for what we were used to doing in business, it's incredible. And that's what really fuels our ability to pick up and go now whenever we want. Because the reality with our mobile massage service is while we can take it with us wherever we go, we can take all of our reviews, we can take all of our content, our, Google My Business, all the things go with us, right? But when you start in a new town or a new city, you're starting from ground zero. You have to build a new book of business, all the things.
Yeah.
Not with Purium. You literally take every single part of it with you wherever you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So it definitely has a lot more to leverage from that side of not having to start from ground zero every
Yeah.
single time you decide you have a wild hair and want to go be a beatnik today.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Hmm.
how long ago did you plug in the Purium stream into your massage business?
Um, I, we started in June of this year, so 6 months ago.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
And
6 months ago.
what rank are you at right now? If you're open to
Diamond.
sharing. Diamond? Okay,
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah,
Very cool. So
yeah.
does that mean, just for everybody listening, does that mean you've got kind of three strong legs right now, or do you have a few extras kind of on the side, or
We have more than three brand partners, but it takes one thing that is super, super pivotal when stepping into this business is knowing that we don't rise without lifting others. And so
or
when you start to plug into um, helping other people build their business, they're going to be by default helping you build yours. So three strong legs at consultant is where it starts. Just three consultant legs to get you to your diamond rank. And when you unlock diamond, which is the first rank where you start to get to start enjoying profit sharing and lifestyle checks and higher percentages in your team building commissions. And I find that to be a really exciting thing because if you think about from a rank perspective, it's only four.
Mm.
Yeah.
You just go up four tiers and then all of a sudden you are unlocking more benefits. And what's really beautiful, the way they have it set up is those three consultant legs, when they hit director, now you're going to green diamond. When they hit executive, you're going, and so it's like literally they are set up to keep growing with you.
Yeah.
Right.
And we get to hold their hand every step of the way, which I enjoy. I really enjoy supporting people in that side of it too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And, you know, everybody moves at their own pace. So some people get started on this business. I have a few brand partners who are really working on their health right now and, you know, kind of moving at a really organic pace. And then some people just hit the
Yeah.
ground running. So, yeah. And I love that because we get to meet people where they're at.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, just curious. Like you as a like a you already had an existing wellness business. Have you found you've been able to attract brand partners on your team that also have wellness businesses, whether it's like a brick and mortar kind of operation or a more mobile wellness business?
So, funny thing, I actually didn't fully immerse myself into blending both of my businesses until about month two. It wasn't until I was like, okay, it's time to make this a full service option, is when everything really started to open up. But we, to answer your question, work with, yeah, I mean, we work with spas, apothecaries, functional medicine doctors, you know, we really plug into people who have an understanding of the health and wellness,
Yeah.
but also I'm really passionate about supporting creatives and stay-at-home parents and people from all walks of life. I love, you know, the concept of bridging the gap between where people are and where they want to be. And, you know, the equal opportunity that comes with this business allows people from all walks of life to plug in. So, yeah, we definitely, from a business perspective, love showing other business owners what's possible,
Yeah.
their own potential, what they could really start to gain from plugging into this. And from the other side of that, giving people who have never owned a business an opportunity to see what it's like to thrive in that area. If that answers your question.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, just curious because,
Mm-hmm.
we're always looking at new strategies on reaching more people and
Mm-hmm.
impacting more lives. And, we're approaching the new year with a big effort to connect with other wellness studios and centers and yoga studios. And we've got a strategy there for them to lead transformations for their existing communities because they've already built a following and they're kind of
They
an
have trust.
authority.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have
trust in their
authority and
communities.
trust with their
Mm-hmm.
audience. It's like we want to be able to plug this in as an
Mm-hmm.
addition to help impact their clients at an even deeper level, which is only going to help their other business.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was just curious if that was part of your business building strategy and how
Yeah.
successful that's been. And
Yeah. Another thing that and this isn't everybody's cup of tea, but you know, a lot of business owners sometimes they're like, I mean, this was me at first. I was like, ah, this is such a great fit. I need to take a little time to ruminate on this because I don't know if I can juggle anymore between the hot springs, our private practice, homeschooling my little one. I was like, I don't know if I can take on another business. And so as I've gotten deeper into the business, sometimes that comes up for other business owners and they're
Mhm.
like, but now it's I will concierge your business for you.
Right.
It's as
Right.
simple as let me connect with your customers, let me connect with your clients, let me speak on your behalf, and I will just plug them in under you. Because for me, it's not about sometimes you just really want to make it as seamless of a transition as possible. It's
Yeah.
as simple as you're going to have access to your own online organic nutrition store,
Yeah.
and I'm going to segue everything for you
Yeah.
Yeah.
and streamline the process. And that can be really, really helpful for business owners who are like, I understand the value, but I don't know how to plug myself in. Then when they start to see how easily you're doing it, you know, a few months down the road, they are like, okay, yeah, I can take this
Yeah.
on, or, you know, throwing one to them every now and then and just showing them the process. So, and you know, from the perspective of like I love going after businesses
Yeah.
like you guys are, because there's a mindset that's already built in. And while you don't have to be an entrepreneur to thrive in this business, entrepreneurs have this mindset already of grinding every day, because it's a business, right? It's not a job.
Right.
A business takes time to build. And so even regarding, you know, ranks and all the things, just really tapping back into that yin energy of um, I want it so badly right now because my future self already has it. And I'm going to do something every day to make sure I am leaning into what I already know is on its way to me. And so the seeds, they start to take root. And ironically, just like our 90-day program is a foundational number, it takes about 90 days for your seeds to start to take root. So yeah, you know, and sometimes people don't come around for years,
Yeah.
but you just stay consistent, keep that drip on, and
Yeah.
they see that you're convicted in what you're offering. And the conviction, I think, is the loudest part of what you can give to other business owners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
100%.
Yeah, it's great. Great advice. You know, that's the thing where that's what we're calling in is high level people that really want to build a business and see the value in what we're doing and want to be part of this mission and that are self-starters and, you know, just hungry for that, you know, and it's, it's a process.
It
And so we're really
is.
to
It
trust in
is.
that, trust in the timing and just keep
Mhm.
on moving forward, keep on planting the seeds over and over, showing up. And it's just part of the entrepreneurial path. But you know, I like to say, like, as an entrepreneur, you know, you have your challenges every single day,
Mhm.
but it's more difficult to stay the same. You know, it's more difficult to
Mhm.
stay in the 9 to 5, to stay in that soul sucking job
Yes.
when you know that your soul is screaming at you wanting something more, you
Yeah.
know. So it's a different kind of challenge.
It is. And challenges literally offer us an opportunity for growth. And it's just a matter of which challenge you decide you want to embark on. And, you know, from even our business body mind connection massage, I mean, it took a few years to get to where we're at today. To be booking out as far out as we're booking did not happen overnight. And so when I look at the business I have now, while it is a part of my existing business, it's a service offering, it's also its own entity. And it's so funny because when I'm asked how long I've been a part of the company, I'm like, oh, it hasn't been forever. And I have to remind myself that too, because of course, when we're super passionate, we want everybody to feel that same passion and just start flooding, right, with the potential to start moving up in the company. But I don't put any emphasis on ranks. I don't put any emphasis on timing or anything. And if you look at our beautiful top earners in the company, it took them 6 years
Yeah.
to get to where they're at. And so when you look at it from that perspective, it's really reassuring that if you just follow, duplicate, stay inspired, and stay convicted in your path, the only way you can fail is if you quit. And if you don't quit, it's already happening for you.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Mhm.
inevitable. It's
It's
just
inevitable.
follow the consistent path and show up every
Yeah.
day, and it is
Yeah.
inevitable. And it's great to see the leaders in the company who have done so well in the 5, 6 year
Mhm.
marks and the organizations they've built and the amount of people they've impacted. It's really cool to see. I mean, last night's call was a great example, Jared
Mhm.
and Allison, and I really resonate with Jared. I think he's a character, and
He
one
is.
one
Yeah.
of the first people I saw, I think, on social media when I joined the company, aside from Troy
Yeah.
Casey
He was
and
for me too, actually,
was
now
he?
that I think about it. Hmm.
Yeah, I just like seeing his creative reels and
Hmm.
stuff, like, and he's always showing up with the melons. I just
Oh
think
my
it's
gosh.
like such a
I know.
unique
Yeah. He's
brand.
consistent about the melons. I mean, even from that perspective, I'm like, I got to start
I,
eating more melons.
I
Right?
know, me
That's what we're
too.
like, yo, we're
Yeah.
trying to do a monofruit melon diet right now or
Nice.
something, you know? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's everyone has their own unique, you know, blueprint and how
Yeah,
they express
Mhm.
themselves. And so it's finding that and just showing up. And Matt, it's been a journey with him too. I love, I mean, being on social media, it's been a journey, but I love it. I love speaking. I love sharing. I love being creative. I love
Mhm.
hyping people up
Mhm.
and, you know, getting out. I'm like, okay, like, you gotta do your videos, you gotta show up,
Uh-huh.
and you know, finding his own way of doing it authentically was really, really important.
hmm
Because we don't ever want to be doing something just for money
Yeah.
or whatever, but like
Exactly.
but it helps you get comfortable and like practice speaking, practice sharing,
Hmm.
because our voices are being called forward right now to be speaking on this mission and how important it is. And so, yeah, and having fun with it. Like that's the most
Yeah,
important thing is can we have
most
fun?
importantly, yeah, because money flows where attention goes. And if your attention is on, like we started this call with, elevating your consciousness is by default going to elevate somebody else's consciousness. And that's conscious consumption, conscious living, conscious consciousness, whatever. But, and it's true. We live in this day and age where like social media is sometimes it can feel like really overwhelming for some personality types. And another side of supporting people is if this isn't your cup of tea, here's some content for you to just easily
Yeah.
duplicate, share to your story, right? So you don't have to recreate the wheel.
Right.
But for people like us, I know that there's a creativity side that gets to be unleashed on this platform, and getting to kind of express yourself in that theatrical way has its own potent medicine, using your voice, as you said. And truly, we don't get to find our voice until we start using it. And this is a really good place to start.
Yep, absolutely. And I just want to, we can like wrap this up here, but I love the first video that I saw from you was you guys doing a table at a pickleball tournament, and we freaking
Yeah.
love pickleball. And so I just love, yeah, are you guys big
Oh
pickleball
my gosh,
players?
you know what's so funny is I have never played pickleball, but it is huge in our
Yeah.
community. And we got to do a really nice, beautiful event. And we, had our chair massage, and we had our superfoods, and we got to participate with the Ure magazine and do podcasts with them now on a monthly basis, and really start to talk about, just because of that movement, that event has really opened up getting to talk about the holistic movement that we're all getting to do regularly now. So you never know who's listening and who's going to say, hey, I like your energy. You want to collaborate?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, just keep putting yourself out there. And I'm so excited to just celebrate you guys every step of the way and watch your evolution in this business too.
Oh, bless
Yeah.
your heart. Bless your
Yeah,
heart.
it's nice coming together and having each other and making it way more fun. Like I wouldn't be doing half the things that I do now
Hmm.
if it weren't for Matt and showing up and doing events and putting ourselves out there.
Hmm.
Like having the team is so important for me and as like who I am as an individual. Like I work best in teams. And
Hmm.
so
Same.
having that, yeah, and same, Matt's always been in partnership too. So it's like this is a team building thing. Like find your people and let's all
Yeah.
go and get out there and have some fun and show people that like this can be fun. Life can be worth living, and it starts with how we nourish our bodies.
Hmm.
Like it's so simple.
100%. Yep. And our 10% is out there. They're just waiting. We're just waiting to meet each other. I really believe in soul agreements. And
Mm.
yeah, so we are all a part of something revolutionary right now, and we're built for the pressure that it's going to come with to make the impact that we're going to make. So I couldn't ask for a better group of people to be on this journey with.
Let's
Yeah, well,
go.
can't wait to meet you. And
Yeah, you
yeah, when
guys
we're
too.
going back through Colorado, whenever the heck that is,
Yeah,
we'll
hit
do a
us
little
up.
tour and hit up all of our Purium community along the way. And
Yeah, if you guys
yeah,
like hot springing, you'll have to come soak over at our
oh
hot
yeah,
springs.
Yeah.
It's a
oh
magical place.
my
So
gosh,
many
yes,
great hot springs in Colorado.
yeah,
Yeah, Colorado's got some pretty cool stuff.
yeah.
Very cool.
Definitely. Well,
Awesome.
sweet. Well, thanks so much for sharing your time and
Oh, of
magical
course.
energy with us and giving us some little
Likewise.
insights and, golden nuggets and inspiration. Like it's always having these conversations always gets me into action, gets me inspired,
Hmm.
reminds me of why I do what I do
Hmm.
and to keep going. Because there are days that you're just like, fuck,
Uh-huh.
I don't feel it today,
Hmm.
I'm like, why am I doing what I'm doing? It's the ebbs and the flows.
Hmm.
So having these little conversations are really, really
Well,
helpful for
good.
me.
Yeah, you guys can lean on me anytime. And it's been really nice connecting with you too. And those days of feeling maybe not so motivated, they're there for us too. We're not supposed to be you know, productive every single day. Being unproductive is also productive. So embrace those moments too, because they're all a part of it, all part of
Yep,
the building process. You
Yeah.
guys are doing
absolutely.
a really great job.
Thanks so
Oh,
much.
well, you too. Thanks for inspiring us and doing what you do. I can't wait to squeeze you in person.
Oh, me too. Likewise, friends. It's nice
All
meeting you
right.
guys.
Yeah, you too. Much love.
Love you
Talk to you
Bye.
guys.
soon.
Great to meet you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.